A win is a win is a win, and the Indiana Fever without Caitlin Clark go up against the Las Vegas Aces and last year's MVP, A'ja Wilson, and walk away with a W, 80-70. Sophie Cunningham has been hot to trot. Sophie Cunningham has been on fire.
The shock of the season. What if I told you the Indiana Fever just pulled off the most shocking win of the WNBA season without Caitlin Clark even stepping foot on the court? No threes, no magic passes, just a groin injury, a bench seat, and her signature fire aimed straight at the refs. And somehow, they demolished A'ja Wilson and the defending champion Las Vegas Aces like it was personal. This wasn't just a win, it was a seismic moment. Kelsey Mitchell dropped 21 points when her team needed her most. Sophie Cunningham? She just became the most lethal shooter in the league. And the best part, nobody saw it coming. This is how underdogs become contenders.
Back in the W chat.
Oh, that was a gut check win right there. Oh, nothing in the chat.
Yes, it's Natasha Howard.
Right.
That was a fun one. My gosh, and these jerseys are slick.
Rock bottom or breakthrough? Picture this. 2 straight losses. Your MVP sidelined in street clothes. Confidence gone. That was the Indiana Fever walking back into Gainbridge Fieldhouse on July 24th. With playoff hopes flickering and pressure mounting, one question echoed louder than the rest. Who are the Fever without Caitlin Clark?
Obviously, there's no timeline for Caitlin, but what has she been able to do this last week? Is it mostly just rehab recovery, or has she been able to do any kinds of practice?
Yeah, no, I mean, we haven't really practiced since the couple days before All-Star break. So mostly rehab, shooting, and she's been with our athletic training team, and we've been preparing everybody else.
Buried alive by critics, the Fever's 12-12 record didn't tell the real story. Pundits were no longer asking if they'd make the playoffs. They were drafting the obituary. The narrative was brutal. No Clark, no chance. The team looked like it was unraveling just as the back-to-back champion Aces rolled into town. Everyone expected a slaughter. But fate had a different plan.
Steph, Caitlin presents a challenge in itself for any opponent, but when she doesn't play, how is your team different?
I think our ball moves differently. What we run is different. She has such gravity, and her ability, not just to be the top of the scouting report, but her ability to make everybody better with the ball in her hands. So some of the things that we run are different when she's on the floor than when she's not. We run some more off-ball stuff, a lot less on-ball action.
Stephanie White's moment of truth. Coach Stephanie White didn't just need a win. She needed a transformation. This game would define who her team really was. Were they built on hype? Or did they have the heart to fight elite squads, even without their superstar? Her locker room speech had to be more than motivation. It had to be a resurrection.
Yeah, it's definitely a relief to know that there's nothing else going on and no more damage. Now it's just being patient with the process. You can't have 5-minute lapses against great teams. They make you pay, and they bury you in those moments. I think we've seen, throughout the course of the season, where we've been really good for long stretches, and where we've weathered the ups and downs of a game, and we've got to be able to do that from a neutral mindset. We can't get into the playing conservative.
The Aces smelled blood. The Aces didn't just come to win; they came to humiliate. Warm-up body language? Arrogant. A'ja Wilson, locked in and ready to snatch the spotlight. This was their moment to expose the Fever as a one-woman show. But here's the twist. When you count out a team completely, sometimes you awaken a beast. And that's exactly what happened.
Let's go!
Okay, we answered runs today, y'all. We had one another's back today, y'all. In the moments where it seemed like they could have made a little bit of a comeback, we stopped that. Yeah, we sure did. Now we have to be able to continue to stack that, maintain that consistency right there. I'm so proud of you guys. So proud of you guys. That was a hard-fought win. You earned it. Together on three, 1, 2, 3. Together.
The locker room. Spark. Let's go. Let's go. The Fever's locker room wasn't quiet. It was electric. Players screamed, fists pumped, and belief surged. Coach White's words hit like a war cry. Stack it. Maintain it. You earned that. They didn't just show up to survive. They came to fight. Together. Kelsey Mitchell. From doubt to dominance. When her team needed a savior, Kelsey Mitchell stood tall. She'd taken heat all season for inconsistency. Critics said she vanished in clutch time. And early in this game, it looked like they were right. But heroes aren't born in comfort. They're forged in fire. And Mitchell was about to ignite.
Austin, handoff, Cunningham. Cunningham too strong. Mitchell able to save the day. And it's Mitchell going right to the rim. Beats the shot clock and lays it in. Mitchell to the rescue.
Sessions very disruptive, causing all kinds of havoc. Late shot clock situations. And then
Kelsey Mitchell, from doubt to dominance. When her team needed a savior, Kelsey Mitchell stood tall. She'd taken heat all season for inconsistency. Critics said she vanished in clutch time. And early in this game, it looked like they were right. But heroes aren't born in comfort. They're forged in fire. And Mitchell was about to ignite.
Colson thought about the three. Cunningham feed inside. Boston spinning, turning, ducking, finding Mitchell, who splashes home a three.
One play, one pulse shift, Cunningham misses. Time running out. Mitchell sprints in, grabs the rebound, and drives straight to the rim. Beats the clock, lays it in. That play wasn't just a bucket. It was a turning point. Mitchell had arrived, and she wasn't done.
Really fun. Couple of former teammates. Played 2 years together.
clear out, take it.
Mitchell sizing up Lloyd. She will launch and bury a three.
Get out of the way. Mitchell pulling the trigger from deep. Fever up 9.
The pep talk that changed everything. During a timeout, Coach White looked Mitchell in the eyes. Let it fly. It's going to go. That moment flipped the switch. Mitchell's teammates adjusted, set better screens, gave her clean looks. This wasn't about one player. It was a team unlocking its hidden weapon.
Got two really good offensive coaches over there on the sideline.
Mitchell finds a cutting Boston, who lays it in. From Mitchell here on this one.
So you don't want anybody to cut across the front of your face, but it's just a really good delivery.
Mitchell takes over. Then came the avalanche. In the second half, Mitchell couldn't miss. She attacked. She pulled up. She finished through contact. Suddenly, the Aces' defense looked lost. Mitchell was everywhere and unstoppable.
Offense was not the issue for Indiana on Tuesday. They put up 84 points despite the absence of Caitlin Clark. Cunningham hit 5 threes, and it's her first tonight. Stay with Indiana.
So Sophie Cunningham doing a really good job of reading the stagger. You have options off that, and she's reading the second.
Per quarter, her legacy. Fourth quarter, game on the line. Mitchell dropped 9 clutch points, shooting 4 of 5 in crunch time. She didn't just score. She led, assisted, commanded. This was no longer about filling Clark's shoes. It was about stepping into her own spotlight.
Playing for Sophie Cunningham to start again tonight, or what's your...
Yes.
What is it about her, I guess, at the start of a game that you like having her in the lineup?
Another ball handler, another player who can create shots for her teammates, as well as stretch the floor. A really good defensive rebounder as well. We had at times really struggled from a defensive rebounding standpoint, so like that as well. And her energy.
Dimes and daggers, Mitchell dished a perfect pass to Boston. Layup. Crowd roared. Mitchell wasn't just scoring. She was facilitating like a true floor general. That assist tied for team high. she had officially taken control. To increase.
This run continues, but Cunningham able to put an end to it.
Silence the critics. 21 points. Game-high performance. Kelsey Mitchell didn't just prove herself, she shut the haters up. She became the leader her team always believed she could be. This wasn't replacement. It was revelation.
So you had Melissa Smith on you. I would just clear it out if you're Mitchell. Just tell everybody, go to the other side of the floor.
Cunningham straight away delivers with a three.
Or that.
Sophie's silent rise. While the spotlight chased Mitchell, Sophie Cunningham quietly transformed into the most dangerous sniper in the league. 6 straight games in double figures. 3 threes per night. 58% from beyond the arc. These weren't empty numbers. These were momentum killers.
Vegas has done a nice job coming on the road, keeping Indiana Fever in check offensively, and Sophie Cunningham, you cannot lose.
The real test begins now. Came the true challenge. Could Sophie do it against elite defenses? A'ja Wilson's squad wasn't just any opponent. They were champions. But Cunningham didn't blink. She delivered like a pro who'd been here before. Ice in her veins against the Aces. Sophie was ruthless. 15 points, 3 of 4 from 3. Each shot landed like a dagger, killing momentum and crushing spirits. When Vegas surged, Sophie responded. Again and again.
Vegas got to lock in right here. One-on-one.
Donald pulls up and hits a three. But Lloyd got open on the other end.
Beyond just shooting, Cunningham's value isn't limited to points. She rebounds, she defends, she creates shots for others. Coach White called her an assassin, not just a shooter, but a problem. And now, she's in the running for 6th Player of the Year.
Well, first of all, I started off with our defense. Our defense to get our offense going, and that's how we maintain games like that. We don't rely on our offense a lot. We rely on our defense to get when our defense is going, our offense is going. So we limited the Vegas to 1 shot, and that's how we got open shots for the shooters inside the paint and everything.
From bench to breakout star, Sophie's rise didn't just help the Fever, it redefined them. She's no longer a role player. She's a threat. When Clark returns, she'll be stepping into a team that now has another game changer. Sophie's name belongs on the marquee now. Ari's defining moment. 35 seconds. 5-point lead. 1 shot to seal the deal. Ari McDonald rose up for a step-back 3 with the entire Aces squad breathing down her neck. She let it fly and buried it. That wasn't just a bucket. It was a kill shot, the final blow. The arena erupted. That 1 shot ended the Aces' hopes and secured the season series. McDonald was perfect from deep, 3 for 3. Her 9 points, 4 assists, and 2 steals were vital. But that 3-pointer, that was the dagger. Clark's joy, Fever's fire. Even from the bench, Caitlin Clark was fully alive. Cheering, jumping, living every second. Her team didn't just win. They proved they were built to last. The Fever now sit at 13-12, holding a key tiebreaker over Vegas. When Clark returns, she's not coming back to carry the team. She's coming back to join a squad that already believes they're contenders. This wasn't just a victory. It was a warning. Comment Red Hot Sophie if you're fired up. Subscribe for more. The future in Indiana just got very real.